Hello guys, so this is the nurse Daniel, and I'm here just to guide you as to how to go about the next academic year. Okay, I think I've done this before for the first year, second semester. So as you move on to your second year, first semester, I'm going to guide you through the courses and how to go about the studies. So let's move on and click on display results. Let's see what happens. Okay, so this is year 2. This is year 2 and it's the first semester, so semester 1. Okay, so semester 1. Now let's look at the courses here. So we have literature in English, anatomy, behavioral science, pathology, pharmacology, general nursing, nursing practice, physiology 2, microbiology 2. Okay, so these are the courses you'll be offering for the next academic year. Okay, so let's go to where the result was. So I think literature in English, okay, 69, so I had a B. Anatomy 73, A. Behavioral science A. Pathology A. Pharmacology A. General nursing 2, B. Nursing practice 2, okay, A. Physiology A. Microbiology, the last one, A. Okay, so these were the results for that semester. Okay, now let's move into how you are going to go about your studies for the next semester. Literature in English, I had a B. I even have a problem with the marking. English is just English. I don't know if you get me. English is very easy. Like literature in English is very easy. So you just go with your slides. And I think this is where we studied the song Old Pirates, Yes They Rob I think that was it. But then it's literature, so I don't know, just your literary devices, etc. Yeah, so literature in English is very easy. It's very easy. Okay, so let's move on to anatomy 2. So just as you studied anatomy for last semester, you do same for this semester. Anatomy, it's about constant reading, like constant practice, constant studying and research. And this semester's anatomy will be different from what you studied last semester. Yeah, it will be different. I think you'll be going more into the systemic, But then when you start, when you get your slides, you just pay attention to them and read and watch YouTube videos too if you don't understand. YouTube videos normally makes a lot of sense if you don't get the thing in the classroom. So the YouTube videos can also help you. So that's with anatomy. Anatomy is just about you being able to identify the position of the thing, its orientation, etc. Yeah, so that's with anatomy. Behavioral science is very easy. I think you did one behavioral science 1 last semester. Yeah, so it's the same thing here. It's very easy. This one is just straight from the slides. There are questions end of semester. It's straight from the slides. You just need to start early. That's the problem with us. We don't really start early. And that's the problem I also have. I don't really start early. So I end up targeting 70. That's what I normally do. This is how I do it. I tell myself that at most 70, at least 70. At most 70, at least 70. That's my target. And that's how I study. Yeah, and I don't normally start early. So during the mid-semester, I won't get the marks all right, but then at the end of the semester, then by God's grace, I just put through with these A's, etc. Okay, let's move on to pathology. Pathology. You get 2 lectures. Not that you get 2 lectures, you have 1 lecturer. And another lecturer will take another group of students, let's say medical school. Are you following? Let's say medical school, okay, and dentistry, etc. Okay, now you have to take note of this. The lecturer that's taking the other group, you have to know the slides of that lecturer, or let me say where the lecturer have taught those group of students to. It's very important. During our time, we had Dr. Sampeni taking us through pathology, and we have another lecturer, Titi Ole, taking the medical students. Okay, now during the mid-semester, that lecturer, Titi Ole, was given the chance or the opportunity to set the mid-sem question. So you know what happened? What he had taught his group of students was what he brought. So you can imagine what will happen at the mid-semester. We are all lost and confused. So this is what you are to approach the pathology. It's all from the slide though, but in the mid-semester, if care is not taken, then history should repeat itself. Dr. Sampeni will not set the mid-sem question. The other lecturer will. So make sure you find out from your other your friends offering medicine, etc., whether it's the same lecturer teaching or there's a different lecturer. Aside that, everything is from the slide. Pathology is simple. It's just how disease occur. It's not a big deal. That's where you talk about inflammation, thrombosis, embolism, etc. It's not a big deal. Okay, and you talk about how genes are packaged, etc., the checkpoints, etc. It's not difficult. It's not difficult at all. So just as I said, pathology is not difficult. Just know the lecturer taking the other group and we are good to go. Pharmacology 1. So this will be your first pharmacology. Okay, this will be your first pharmacology. Pharmacology is about drugs. Okay, it's about drugs and how the body reacts to those drugs. Okay, so you'll be hearing a lot of brand names, generic names of drugs that you have to take note of. You have to take note of them. Okay, so pharmacology is not difficult. I don't know. Pharmacology is not difficult. It's just about you having time for your books. Having time for your books. This will be the most easiest pharmacology you ever do. Pay attention to what I'm saying right now. So make the most of this. I even had 75. You can do more. You can even get 80 or 85, etc. It will be the simplest pharmacology you ever write in your exams. So take note of it. It's the basics. So learn it well. If you don't get the basics well and we build up, you get confused. That's pharmacology. Because the drugs are many. Drugs for your for this system, drugs for that system, and sometimes some of the drugs work at this system and also at the other system, and you get confused. I don't know if you get me. So start from the basics. Well, there are a lot of pharmacology videos out there, and I think I have some pharmacology videos that are also helpful. So if you need any assistance, you can just let me know. Okay, so that's that with pharmacology. Pharmacology examination, it's from the slides, but if you really want to understand and get the basics, you need YouTube videos or lecture videos so that you get the understanding, but everything is from the slides. And okay, let me go deeper into pharmacology here without the set their questions. We have like they have like 4 sections or 5 sections: section A, section B, section C, D, and E. Yeah, and I think E is mostly matching. You just be matching. Yes, maybe a drug to a certain site, etc. Okay, and since this is your first time, I think you'll be dealing more with the messenger RNAs or DNAs, etc. That coupling system. You want to get that you understand. Okay, so you'll be doing matching at E. Now section A is assertion and reasoning. I'm begging you, go on YouTube and look for assertion and reasoning questions, how it's being answered. If you don't take care, you get everything wrong at assertion and reasoning. I will take time and go through the assertion and reasoning questions for you so that you get it well. It's a whole headache for that assertion and reason. If you don't take care, you get everything wrong, even though you know. Okay, so let's move on. I'll make a video on that, or probably recommend a YouTube video for you so that you can look through to help you with assertion and reason. It's very important. Now, general nursing 2, I had 61. I've been telling you about general nursing. It's mostly NCLEX questions. The thing is, they will give you the slide. I'm not saying don't read the slides, though. They will give you the slides, all right, but then the questions won't come from the slides. Most of the cases, the question doesn't come from the slide. You need those NCLEX questions. Okay, so maybe they taught you a particular topic. You just type NCLEX questions on that topic, and you are good to go. But the midsem, they will probably bring questions from their slides. Yeah, midsem, they will probably bring questions from their slides. I think during this time, the midsem was written. Yeah, because I remember the go B something. Yeah, it was written. Yeah, so that's with general nursing 2, 61 to a B. Now nursing practice. Yeah, nursing practice. I've been telling you about nursing practice. It's all about practice. And look at this, is one of the strongest A's I've ever had. So 87. Imagine, that's a strong A. The other ones, the 70s, are just weak A's. They are weak A's. Okay, so it's just about practice. You practice well and pray that you get a good supervisor. Some supervisors, they are just there to give you 3 throughout, but others are really into what you are doing. I don't know if you get me. Some of the supervisors will be chatting, talking with some people, and you'll be doing your thing, and they'll be just giving you what they want. But some people are actually interested in what you are doing. Okay, so you pray that you get those people, and you practice. Just as you practice for last semester's nursing practice, you do same for this semester. Okay, physiology 2, you've already done physiology 1, so you know how physiology is like. And I would say physiology is just about understanding what the lecturer is telling you. It's not very difficult, and the questions comes from the slides. Okay, and also from your understanding too, because physiology, they mostly for their mid semester, it's mostly written. They will allow you to write, so it's when you are writing to it about your understanding. I hope you get me. So how you understand it, right? So you can add up a little YouTube videos to help you get the understanding, but the end of semester will be MCQs, and you need the slides for that. Okay, now the last one, microbiology 2, I had 77. Okay, an A. So microbiology 2, you've already done microbiology 1, etc., and all those single cells, organism, etc. You've already done them. So you'll be moving forward to microbiology 2. So it's the same thing, and they're also from the slides. I hope you get me. So that's with how you tackle your next semester. So in everything that you do, you have to pray. Yeah, you have to pray that you going into the semester, God favors you a lot, because there's no way I will get literature in English a B. Like, even if I sleep and I wake up, I can get an A, but then that's how things happened. So you just pray a lot. Okay, so that's that. Thank you very much. Once again, it's Nurse Daniel. If you don't understand anything, you just let me know on your various groups, NSA, KNUST platforms, and I'll be very glad to help you. Thank you very much.